Every once in a while, something happens in the world that brings attention, powerful attention. This happened May 25th, 2020. Something happened in this world, May 25th, 2020, that captured the imagination of the entire world. And we learned a great lesson. We as Muslims are blessed. Our relationship is impeccable. لا تدخلوا الجنة حتى تؤمنوا ولا تؤمنوا حتى تحبوا. You will never go to Jannah until you believe. And you will never believe until you love one another. My question to you tonight, do we love one another? I don't mean just those Muslims from our country, our color, our masjid, our city, our family. No. Every Muslim is a brother to a Muslim, and we're supposed to love one another. The Arabs have what you call jumlatul shartiyya, conditional sentences. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala helps his believer to the extent that they help their brother. Allah fi'auni abdi ma kana abdu fi'auni akhi. Allah will help his slave to the degree that a slave helps his brother. My question to you tonight, are we helping one another? I don't mean just in London. I don't mean just in the United Kingdom. I mean all over. And Muslim or Akhu Muslim. May 25th, 2020, what happened? In the city of Minneapolis, a man named George Floyd was arrested, handing out counterfeit money. And there was a police officer, Derek Chauvin, who had his knee on the neck of George Floyd. 9 minutes. And George Floyd cried out, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. And he died. The world saw it. What happened? Demonstrations all over the world. 2,500 cities they demonstrated. I demonstrated too. As a Muslim, I demonstrated because this was injustice. Something significant happened. Listen to what the Prophet ﷺ said. I asked for some water a little while ago, nobody gave me no water. Listen to what the Prophet said, Now you see this water here? I'm tempted to drink it, but my wife's, she's in my brain. I found out, I discovered years later, my wife calls me two things. She calls me Siraj, she calls me Imam. And I learned that whenever my wife says Imam, is going to be something good. He says Siraj, it's not going to be good. So my wife said Siraj, I said yes honey. Whenever you're in speaking and you want to drink water, never drink from a bottle. Drink from a cup. She didn't quote hadith or ayat from Quran, nothing like that. He said it looks better. And he's still giving me this. He's still trying to give me that. Excellent. He said, and the entire world should hear this. Unsur akhaka zaliman am mazluman. Help your brother. If he is an oppressor, or if he's oppressed. قال رجلون, a man said, Ya Rasulullah, ansurhu. I help him if he's oppressed, but what if he himself is the oppressor? How do I help him? Stop him from his oppression. What unbelievable admonition, advice. Stop him from his oppression. If you don't, there's going to be a price to pay. Let me show you how. The city of Minneapolis had to pay the family of George Floyd $27 million. Number one. Derek Chauvin was arrested, convicted. He lost his job. In a state court, convicted, 22 years in prison. Then federal charges, 21 years in federal prison, because nobody stopped him. What about the 3 officers who were witnesses, who did nothing? Did you know they lost their job? Did you know that they were convicted in court for murder? No, it's called aiding and abetting. You didn't kill him, but you should have stopped him from killing him. Help your brother. If he is oppressed, you stop him from his oppression. Now they go to jail, 3 years state, 3 years federal, because they didn't stop. I'm saying this to you, brothers and sisters, we are the most blessed people on the planet Earth to be Muslim. How many of you were born Muslim? Raise your hand. I want you to look around. Take a look around. Okay. How many of you, like me, converted to Islam? Raise your hand. 1. 2. So, let me say this to you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala paid us a great compliment. Can I give you a 1-minute Arabic lesson? Grammar? In English, you call it the comparative. Something is good, something is better, something is best. In Arabic, it's called ismu tafdil. وَمَا تُنْفِقُوا مِنْ خَيْرٍ فَلِأَنفُسِكُمْ. Whatever good you spend is for yourself. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked Iblis, so he knows the answer. مَا مَنَعَكَ أَلَّا تَسْجُدَ إِذْ أَمَرْتُكَ قَالَ أَنَا خَيْرٌ مِنْهُ. What prevented you from bowing down when I ordered you to? He said, I'm better. I'm a khayrun minhu. I'm better than him. You created me of fire, and him you created of mud. It's a tough thing. Something is good, something is better. Now, for the superlative. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran talks to many people. Sometimes he talks to the Prophet, alayhi salatu wasalam, Qul huwa Allahu ahad. Say this. And every once in a while, Allah is speaking to us. Kuntum khayra ummatin ukhrijat linnas. You're the best of the people evolved for mankind. And I heard an Imam, he was going, Kuntum khayra ummatin ukhrijat linnas, kuntum khayra. He was going on and on, but he didn't give the rationale. Why? Why are you the best? تَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَتَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنكَرِ. Because you enjoy the good and you forbid the evil. That's who you are. You're not the best because simply Allah wanted to say you're the best. No, you have to do something to earn it. And that's what we're here to do. Albert Einstein said that the world would not be destroyed by those who do evil, but by those who watch and do nothing. You, Muslims, the people are waiting for you and us to do our job as Muslims. So listen to what the Prophet today said. He said, خير أمتي قرني ثم الذين يلونهم ثم الذين يلونهم. The best of my ummah is my generation. And then the generation that follows it, and then the generation that follows it. Tell me a generation, tell me Muslims better than that first generation. I ask you, how many of you born Muslim? Almost every one of you raise your hand. But let me conclude. Can you give me another couple of minutes? I'll stop now if you want. You know, subhanallah. Hadith literature. And Aisha radiallahu anha, al-Mu'mineen, Ummi Abdullah. Anybody ever read that in Hadith? From Aisha, the mother of the faithful. Why is she the mother of the faithful? Because the wives of the Prophet are mothers. Aisha, Ummi Mu'mineen. Ummi Abdullah, the mother of Abdullah. How many children did Aisha have? None. None. Why is she called the mother of Abdullah? Why? Who was Abdullah? Abdullah was the child of her sister Asma, who she loved very much and treated very well. Now I'm going to say something that usually when I say that to Muslims, they have to think for a moment. Give you a little bit of history. Abdullah was born in Medina. Abdullah is the first Muslim born in the Ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I want that to sink in for a minute. Was Abu Bakr born in the Ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? No. Umar, Abdurrahman ibn Auf, Sa'd ibn Rabi'a. Tell me who? Not one of them, not every one of them was a convert. The best ummah ever, Ummah of Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, he, by Allah's permission, brought them to the fold of Islam, and they were the best. We have a lot of work to do. One of the things that I am advocating, I advocate this, that there ought to be a massive movement to bring the people to Islam as it was 1400 years ago with the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, in that great movement of the greatest Muslims ever, but not born into the fold of Islam. They became converts or reverts. So I say to you, as I conclude, that wherever we are as Muslims, we enjoy the good and we forbid the evil. That's the way it is. And in fact, we help those in the society that whatever they're doing, if it's good, we support them. If not, we don't support. As I conclude, we now know what's going on around the world and the suffering of the Muslims in Gaza and other places. So the very least we can do is make dua. We can raise money, raise awareness, and by doing that, we help the society. Because if we don't, we're going to pay a price. Just like Derek Chauvin, just like the city of Minneapolis, they pay a price. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you, bless this community, bless the Muslims in the United Kingdom, and continue the great work. And There's going to be some conferences. I'm sure you're going to make some announcements in the next couple of days. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.